Dante here. Hey guys, I'm going to be doing something completely different today. As you can see, I have my white background that I tend to use for my toy chest videos. However, I've expanded the camera so much, you see all the nasty side bits exposed. Ew, nasty. Today, what we're doing is an unboxing and review actually, because I just bought this toy recently, meaning today, and I just had to share it with you. It is Man-Bat, or to be more precise, Batman the Animated Series Man-Bat. Oh my goodness, I got this guy at Forbidden Planet at 14th Street in great old Manhattan, and I fell in love with him. I always loved Man-Bat. I thought he was cool, and when it comes to sound design, if you watch the first episode in which he appears, I think it's the first episode of the animated series, he makes his debut. The sound effect they used for his voice is, I've never seen it used before or again. Many times cartoons recycle sound effects, but with him, it was completely different. So let's, taking a hint from a fellow YouTuber I like, let's look at the packaging first. It has the Gothic font, Batman, the animated series. Has the new DC Nation or DC logo, the peel back logo you've seen nowadays. As I've already shown you, it has the poster background from the original Batman show with a nice little tweak where they reverse the colors on the back to make the red dominate. That's pretty nice. Nothing on the side really. On top, there it is again, Batman animated series. Nothing on the bottom. One thing I do like, take a note of this. They actually made holes in the plastic, so that if temperature changes, the plastic does not fog up. So I'm going to open this guy, and we're going to take a look. Look how massive this guy is. He is beautiful. Okay, let's go ahead and open him up, shall we? Once you get him out the box, you can see he comes with an extra pair of wings to give him a different range of motion. He has little vials of medicine and a tape recorder. This series gives you a lot of bang for your buck. They give you details from the episode in which they were most famous from. So I'm gonna take this, split it in half. Here are the secondary wings, and these figures also come with a beautiful stand that shows basic character art. And right there it says Man-Bat, and it says turn around, because that's what it is. It's a turnaround. That guy got some massive freaking shoulders, but he should. I always like this design. Okay, let's untie him. Thank God it's twisty wrap. I love twisty wraps. I hate when they put the plastic rubber bands. Those make you want to pull your hair out when you have those little plastic rubber bands. Now, this series has had a bit of love and hate, because I've heard that some of them, based on the plastic, the joints could get really tight, the joints can break. Especially for thinner figurines like Harley Quinn, people are afraid to switch out her arms. Harley Quinn comes with like freaking 6 pairs of hands, and people are afraid to take the hands out because they don't want to damage them. Okay. Speaking of damaging, come on now, be nice. Be nice. Freedom. Woo. Okay. Look at that beauty. Oh man, look at that head sculpt. Can you see that? It's asymmetrical. He has like one eyebrow down. Really confused look. He always had that underbite. I love that underbite design. Let me see. Head turns side to side. Can the jaw move? No, the jaw is solid sculpted. Okay. You have up and down, turn around. So you get a nice range of movement. Well, as much as the wings will let you because of this fabric, well, plastic. It's all pretty strong plastic, and I love the paint job. Paint job is pretty much show accurate, so there is no joint in the elbow. There's no joint at all except for the shoulder, which is why it probably comes with a whole different set of arms. So the most you could do here is just have him go down like this, go up like that, and then, you know, shake it all about. Let me see, what else do we have? We have a, I guess you could say rib cage turn. There's no waist joint. It's actually up here only, and it's only a little bit. You don't get too much out of him in terms of movement because he, to make his show accurate, they have to cut back on some details. But he has a really, really deep bend to his body, which just even more so shows off that that huge back design, which you should have as a bat. Let me see. The legs are. That's about as much as you're gonna get. They don't really go forward that much. They barely go back at all. But there you go. It has an he has an outward. He can do the splits. That's very nice. He has a knee joint at what is pretty much already a permanently bent knee. So it just kind of. Does he have a knee joint? He has a cut, but. No, I don't think he does. Yeah, he has a cut there where a knee joint should be. Then again, mine might be a little stiff. I'll get back to you on that. And he has like an ankle twist. So the ankles just kind of go out. Simple sculpting of the legs. Let's see. Let's switch out the arms and see how that looks on him. Away! Hey. Okay, so I switched out the arms. These are more relaxed arms, I guess you could say. Looks like he's sleepwalking when he has them like this. Or doing the monkey. But yeah, these arms are much more relaxed in terms of design. Still have these beautiful sculpted wings. They really, really capture the 90s animated series. It was a great series, great design by both Bruce Timm and of course the rest of his amazing crew. This is just a simple, let's stand him up, have him chill out, relax. He gestures like, it's over there. Doesn't really care, it's over there somewhere. I do wish his head, I wish they added a joint here in the neck to make the head come up a little bit. They could have done that. There's so much mass. It's a solid, really solid, strong figure. Makes me think of toys from the 90s that were just solid plastic, but these guys have just enough articulation to really make it worth it. And look at the small details, like the painting inside the ear, the simple rings, all flat colors. That's another thing. Since this guy is almost solid flat color, there's very little chance of scraping off and seeing a different color beneath it. You might get it around the pants because you could tell this is all brown and the pants are gray, but the actual leggings are just solid gray anyway. Oh, by the way, yes. So these are joints, but there's because of their sculpt. Look at this. Watch. Let me see. Was it this leg? Was it the other leg? On one of these legs, I got like a. There you go. You saw that? Watch. That's it. That's all you get. And that's only on this leg. This leg doesn't have it at all. It looks like he's throwing gang signs at you, doesn't he? Anyway, all these figurines apparently come with an instruction sheet for its base. So I already assembled the base. For a very light friction clamp. Because it's friction, I don't know how well it'll stand. They give you basic instructions about pull the wings out, put the wings in. Pull the hands out, put the hand in. Put the cape on, put the head off, etc. And in case you're wondering, when I was afraid I was going to pop this and break it right off. Because he's so massive and thick, his arms came right off. Didn't feel at all like it was going to break. You also get, of course, the obligatory, hey, check out the other toys we have. And it's really cool because this thing ranges between the animated series and the new Batman animated series, which later on was called Batman Superman. So you have Man-Bat, Joker, Robin, and Catwoman, Catwoman and Harley Quinn, in what looks like they're very original designs. Then of course you're gonna get Batman, Two-Face, Mr. Freeze, Poison Ivy. I love this guy. The Creeper, the second Robin, Baby Doll, and Killer Croc in the newer designs. I was so tempted to buy this one because of Baby Doll, but I just never liked Killer Croc's green skin design. I've always liked his more gray skin design from the 90 series, the 1990. Also, if you don't want to get the, New Adventure Batman, they do sell Mask of the Phantasm. So it's the original Batman from the 90s with a yellow symbol on the chest with the Phantasm. That guy was like almost $40. I got this guy for $28. He was the same price as the regular figurines. For some reason, he wasn't selling that well. Don't know why. He's awesome. Oh, let me show you some of the accessories that go with him before I then do some nice posing. So like I said before, taped in to the box is a singular cassette. For you new kids out there, cassettes had music on them. But no, they were not this small. And a bunch of just 3 unlabeled vials of medicine or pills. Because the theme, or rather the origin of Man-Bat was that he was a scientist experimenting with just genetics, and you can tell where it went. The bad thing is, even with the relaxed arms, there's no way to put this. There's no way to do it. You can't do anything with it. It doesn't hold it. I guess you could technically. Let's see. Come here, you. Yeah, you can actually just put the vial right in his mouth, and it looks really cool. Especially since this eye's cocked out and, kind of eyebrows cocked up and this one's not. It's like, huh? 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 And that's pretty much all you could get with that. Man, it's out of focus. But yeah, it's just a really small, painted on. There's no sticker. It's painted on. But they went the extra mile and, but they put a lot of detail on it. This is, yeah, a recorder because he records himself. He records himself, just while he's taking the serum and then transforms. Fun fact, this exact design was used in a later episode when, after he's turned human, his wife becomes, well, I guess you say the woman bat, or the girl bat, whatever you want to say. But they kept the design. They didn't change it at all. They just said man bat, woman bat look the exact same. So whatever. I guess technically they could re-release this guy with a few extra bits to change that out. I'm gonna see if I could do a cool pose and then I'll end the video here. Can you tell I'm excited? I love this guy. Okay, keep going. Yeah, so I'll end this review with just two things to warn you about. The stand is nothing more but a stand when they're standing. There's no way to get really detailed poses of him when he's in there. I don't know if you can see it, but on the camera there's a bit of a shine. There's a shine in his neck. It's I don't know if it's paint or just like the plastic being warped, because that's kind of where the plastic wrapping in the box is pushed against him. And one final bit of warning. This kind of sleeve, if you would, where the whole crotch area, this sleeve right here is really thin plastic. I find myself reaching all the way in where this joint is, and as I went to pull the joint out, this began to, like, you could basically rip this entire piece off if you try to open the joint when it's inside of there. So it's best to open it first and then try to curve it as much as you can into it. So be careful. You could warp the plastic. Because plastic is, like I said, it's nice and sturdy, but it's still a kind of soft-ish plastic. Give me that. Give it to me. I do wish they had put a small groove in his hand to hold something. So with that said, these are little medicine bottles. I'm going to keep the box to display him in. Unless I have him like hanging over my bed just saying, hey, what's up? But yeah, everything aside from small things like being careful with the plastic, not being able to hold anything in his hand. Aside from that, he's a really good figurine. He's exactly what you expect from this line. You get like nearly 100% show accurate with articulation, which is really hard for a series that went the route they did in terms of character design. Their characters were really angular in some spots, really smooth in other spots, but they still managed to get the design. I love this too. Once again, you guys have him perched on top of something looking down at you. So let's get one last nice look at that head detail, that head sculpt, before we call it a day. If you hear music in the background, I do apologize. My neighbors get rowdy at all times of the week, at all times of the year. But anyway, so that's my quick attempt at a toy review. Just because I felt I needed to show this off. Let me back up a bit more again. There we go. He is straight out a badass, and as I said 100 times already, totally worth the price range. And as I also said before, because of his size and the massive amount of plastic on him, he feels very sturdy. My only regret is the lack of a backward head joint, because, you know, he's supposed to fly. You should be able to look up if you fly. But you know what? I still love him. Anyway, guys, this has been Dante. Thank you for watching. And I'll see you in the future. Later.